Welcome to the TechEd podcast. My name is Matt Kirkner. I am your host, and as our regular listeners know, we drop a new episode every single Tuesday. Well, this particular Tuesday happens to be December 24th, happens to be Christmas Eve, and while I'm sure many folks are waiting on the edge of their seats for the next episode of the TechEd podcast, others may be busy doing the kinds of things that we do at this time of the year, particularly on the 24th of December. So rather than having a full guest episode this week, we thought we would have a little fun in the spirit of Christmas and send a little message to STEM and technical education with a rendition of Twas the Night Before Christmas. It was the night before Christmas, and STEM and TechEd had closed up their classrooms, a long break ahead. The students all home, not shedding a tear, that school was on hold till the start of next year. Quiet the trainers, pneumatics, hydraulics, no action on systems to learn mechatronics. The robots all homed, depowered, and sleeping. Routers and mills, neither cutting nor beeping. Empty their fixtures, empty their chucks. Dark were the bays, full of autos and trucks. The training equipment had all been sequestered, awaiting the dawn of the coming semester. When atop the classroom, commotion was nigh, as STEM TechEd Santa dropped down from the sky. Reindeer out front and his sleigh right behind, full of STEM gadgets of every kind. Fire chimneys and hearths, Santa's usual ports, but on the school roof he saw none of the sorts. He instead spied a vent and then planned his vector, right down a great duct through the sawdust collector. All covered in shavings, this jolly old elf let a hearty deep laugh at the sight of himself. Then, gift sack in tow, he squeezed out the trap door and proceeded to spread TechEd gifts on the floor. For cutting and tapping and drilling new holes, a tabletop mill with industrial controls, mechanical drives, pulleys, and gearing, a new 3D scanner for reverse engineering. Smart sensors, devices controlled by smartphones, unmanned aerial vehicles, aka drones, trainers, refrigeration, and HVAC, a new DLP resin printer, 3D. He paused, dropped his bag, and caught a deep breath, then dove right back in, not finished just yet. He laid out a track filled with autos and signs, autonomous vehicles, that is, for teaching AI, bleeding edge automation, a CRX cobot, a fleet of autonomous mobile robots, off on their way, avoiding collision, and for robots 6-axis, a new system for vision. His sack was now empty. He stood with a jerk, placed his hands on his hips, and admired his work. The lab had now burst with incredible things to prep students for roles that the future would bring. His eve just beginning, STEM TechEd Santa, his name, went back up the vents the same way that he came, returned to his sleigh to continue his tour, so many American dreams to secure. Then let out a loud bellow, this man dressed in red, Merry Christmas to all in STEM and TechEd. From all of us here at the TechEd podcast, Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, and a blessed 2025.